Is Vodka out? I don't think Vodka's out just yet, is it? Oh shit. Get a drink. I mean, I'm busy. No. I've saved a bit, haven't I? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. Boom, should we try for like 2 pulls? Bang. Bang. Should we do one more? Just so I can get the freebie. Boom! I thought I was getting one for a second there, Jesus. No, we build a bit of pity. Wait, oh wait, we still haven't got into the thing. For 3,300 is a good number. There's the 4. There we go. Anyway, I literally just logged in to get the reward. I'm not doing any Genshin. I don't have it to play Genshin. I'll log in and receive Welkin, and that's it. I'll pay Genshin to stop playing it basically. Oh, my foot is so itchy. Oh my fucking good update. I like to admit I've been looking, but I actually forgot a few days now. So I haven't got a good video after taking a break from streaming for a week. I was so fucked up last weekend I couldn't even play games. I just laid in bed. I've been trying to go to bed earlier. Log me on. Log me on. Log me on. I did say live. Log me on.
Stay behind me.
Whoa, 800. 1200. One free standard pull. Shit, that's a temple. Standard pull. Should I pull for her weapon? The Kumokiri. The Kumokiri. Or should I go for the character? Fuck it. Boom. Temple! Damn. I blame David. I probably should have saved. Fuck it, one more.
Quit the chit-chat. Tell me what you need and I'll make it for you, provided your description.
Oh boy, oh good. We have the coral back up to how it used to be. Free con.
Where my blade? Nora. Where my power levels? Precision calibration. Combat efficiency. All cream.
I guess we'll fucking continue with the main story for 3.1. There is apparently a new area. I just haven't done the main story to get to it, so I guess I will. I'll do the main story until I can get to the new area.
Stay behind me.
This area is blocked off. Lecture hall. He is actually a student attending a class. Who's this?
Now we reach the second epoch of the Royan Trine myth, the Sacred Reactor Epoch.
What happened to the stream? Couldn't handle her. No.
After Balder, the sun's incarnation, had sealed the foreign divinity Huthrungur, the Frostlands fell into an endless dream. Assistant Navora, would you continue?
Is that a 4-star? These are the 5-star characters.
Oh, okay. This section, it describes how the Exostrider used its greatsword to seal the Threnodian behind the Strider Gate. The records say both the Exostrider and the Threnodian traveled through the Strider Gate to reach Lahai Roy. The Threnodian pushed the Exostrider to the brink of defeat. At that moment, for, reasons unknown, the Exostrider's reactor drive flared with blinding light.
It's probably because they have more characters.
And it found the strength to raise its sword and seal the Threnodian away. Lahairoi was saved. What a relief.
He can see me. Oh no, she actually
Hi.
does.
Nice to meet you. I'm Imeth from Rebel College, same as you. First time seeing you in class. Trying to collect credits from all 4 departments? That's ambitious. Welcome to the academic quagmire.
Imeth, I've been looking for you.
Oh,
I never got the chance to thank you.
for what?
Thank me?
The day the Eye of the Thenodian appeared, you drove it back.
Did I? Sorry, I don't remember that.
She doesn't sound like she's lying. Then how?
Well, either some sort of personality disorder, memory loss, or
A synchronist. A freshman.
Oh god. I don't like that she said freshman.
What's so funny?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just not used to seeing you like this.
Oh.
I mean, look at you. Something's missing, though. Oh, I know. The Academy still hasn't issued you one? They're painfully slow sometimes.
We need a uniform.
Imeth?
I have to go.
Damn, should be another call to that.
Gotta run, Professor!
I love how she's just allowing us to talk in class. Who's what?
Rover, let's try to channel that enthusiasm into listening. Do come see me in my office after class, okay?
Absolutely. Damn, I want to play this story properly.
Assistant Navora, if you would. Pick up from the Twilight Epoch's Unending Winter, please.
Unending Winter. She's talking about England.
Sigrika, could you come to the library with me?
Okay. Hey, did you notice the new student? The one who kept talking to himself during class.
See her.
Hmm.
Rover, something happened during class, didn't it? So a girl named Imeth just got up and left the lecture hall.
This is what this story's needing. It needed more characters. Like we need in the classroom. That's exactly what we
I never expected to hear that name again. Certainly not like this.
She like fragment memory.
Perhaps you've just had a run-in with a ghost.
Shit.
After all, you were the only one who saw her.
But I'm protagonist special, you know.
President Lucilla. What?
Stay at Rebel College long enough, and you'll eventually hear her name mentioned. though it's a story from over a decade ago now. Imeth was a synchronist. Brilliant, popular. Professors had high hopes for her.
She got in with the wrong crowd.
Then, during a piloting drill, she simply vanished.
Oh shit.
She climbed into a simulator with the others, but when the cockpit reopened,
She is.
hers was empty.
She took some good shit. She's trapped in another.
Intrigued? Want to go find her? She saved you. Seems the mysteries around that girl are still multiplying. To see someone who vanished years ago, presumed dead, lingering around the academy. A figment of your imagination, or is there more to it? I'm very curious to find out.
As all good teachers should be.
She disappeared from the Synchroling training grounds. The very cockpit she vanished from is still there. The Academy turned it inside out at the time and found nothing. I expect you'll dig up some new surprises for us.
Solaskin? What could they be doing here? That's Solaskin. It's headed straight for the Synchroling training grounds.
Why am I floating on air? Okay. I'm trying to type something. Under attack already.
My frequency loss. It's getting worse.
Who the fuck's that? She's protecting us. Like a battle maiden.
And nope. Still on the fritz. How are you feeling?
I'm okay. After that mech flew off, that mech's frequency felt like the presence from the rift back in Honami City. Imeth, that mech only left after it saw you. That's twice you've saved me. Each time I'm left with more questions than answers. And your hand back there.
Me? I'm not the Exostrator's synchronist now. I'm its resonator. I just died first. Call me a digital ghost.
You're actually a ghost.
10+ years back, the underground seal broke. The Threnodian on the other side of the Strider Gate was about to swallow Lahai Roy. I was still a student, My sync with the Exostrider hadn't hit 100% yet, but there was no other choice. The Exostrider was still sleeping, so I had to do something unorthodox.
What the fuck did you do?
So you overclocked yourself to try to resonate with it.
Yup. Impressive, right? I woke the big guy up. If only for a second. The seal held. The crisis averted. Everyone I cared about, they made it out okay. But it was too much for me. My body couldn't take it and got totally torn apart. So yeah, I died. But I'm still here, just floating around. I've been a little invisible. Well, a lot invisible. To everyone until you. You can see me now because of this little guy. The Exostrider's reactor core. My existence is kind of tethered to it now. Think of it as my heart. Even as a digital ghost, I never stopped trying to pull myself back together, to get back to reality. There's something I gotta do, and I gotta be the Exostrider's true resonator to see it through. But our resonance started with an overclock. The power I got was unstable from the get-go. I've spent years building it back up with this core. The Soliskin have been my little helpers too. Then, not long ago, you ended up with it. That became your backstage pass to seeing me.
Not long ago. You mean when the reactor drive fell?
Bingo! Since then, the core has become energy stored inside you. This is the first time I managed to make it solid. Took me a bit to figure out the trick.
Then it was you. You were the one who saved Mornier when she was dying.
You and that junior of yours were always close. We even crossed paths a few times back when I was still, well, around. Of course I'd help.
A junior of mine. So I really did know Mornier in the past.
Oh, and by the way, when you charged in to save Professor Mornier, you looked pretty cool. All right, no more teasing. But I mean it. No matter what, you always choose to save. And to me, that's the coolest thing in the world. The most beautiful. Anyway, back to business. The reactor core is tied to Sigillum. That's the mech that attacked you. It's like those void worms you fought. Made mostly of Exostrider parts, but corrupted. Sigillum stole a chunk of my power. That threw a wrench in my... Since Sigillum holds this piece of the Exostrider's power, it can't be killed completely as long as the Exostrider and I exist. Now, it can only be me, and since just touching the thing makes your frequency drain, taking it down should plug your leak too. Plus, I get my power back. Win-win. But see what it's doing to me? Even with you holding the core, I keep flickering in and out. 1 second I can touch you, the next I'm fading right through. So annoying. So will you help? You've got the core, and the reactor drive is wrecked. I can't do this alone. Also, I've noticed, when the core is in your hand, it runs faster.
I can tell you're leaving a few things out, Imeth. Still, you helped me and a lot of people in the High Roy. That's enough for me to trust you. What do you need me to do?
Existence is the imprint life leaves behind. Being remembered, talked about, and seen. All the places I went when I was alive bear those imprints. The core's running lets me find and record those frequencies. These little cuties have been my scouts. And they'll be our guide. Pretty easy, huh? All you gotta do is carry the core and follow our lead.
I'll do it.
Alrighty. Thanks in advance, study buddy. Oh, is that Rebel? The Saliskin went down the lift. Let's follow.
Before we go, I need to contact Mornier. The reactor drive was Lahai-Roy's son. If I'm using the core... Imith definitely glossed over some things. Like what happened during our previous encounter. What she's done since becoming a digital ghost. And the real reason why Sigalum stole her power. After years drifting like this, to still hold on to that spirit. I'll bide my time.
Has something happened, Mentor? I see. So the reactor drive's core survived the crash. It must be the key to reactivating the exostrider. Of course, then the official stance is that it be returned. Star Torch Academy and the Roya would both agree on that. But as you said, curiosity from the Institute is inevitable.
Mornier?
My. Already caused a stir in the training ground. I'll have people clean up the aftermath.
You were monitoring my comms with Mornier?
You're a person of special interest. Of course we keep an eye on your movements.
We?
Yes, we. The Space Trek Collective. Think of us as the annoying adults on campus. I'll handle the debate between the Institute and the Academy about the core. This is a matter of priority. They'll listen to me. But when you're done with your business, I'll need you to return the core to the Exostrider. You didn't mention it to Mornier, but I suspect your possession of it traces back to Imith.
President Lucilla, I don't appreciate being interrogated over a tapped line.
My apologies. As the one responsible for this academy, matters related to the Exostrider tend to cloud my judgment. After the incident with Warren, we upgraded safety protocols on public lines. No more overstepping. Here is a peace offering. I've granted you full clearance. Passes for the Starboard Riseway, archive access, and use of Academy weaponry and equipment. I'll also personally apologize to Professor Mornier for How's that, Rover?
Why is the Space Trek Collective pushing this so hard?
You should know. You have a past in Lahai-Roy, and you have some kind of connection with the Exostrider. The Twilight Epoch, the unending winter described in Royan legend. The threat of the Trinodian Aleth. We've always trusted you to stand with us in this matter. You know where to find me if you need anything, Rover.
The Saliskin is leading us to the auditorium first. The new solar celebration is almost here. I wonder what they'll put on this time. By then, exams will be over, and we'll finally get a long break. Ah, vacation. What's not to look forward to?
Told you, there are tons of Fleet Snowfluff fans at the Academy.
I just hope the fan meeting goes smoothly and everyone has fun.
Told you, there are tons of...
Oh, hello. Are you here for the Fleet Snowfluff fan meeting?
Fleet Snowfluff fans at the Academy.
They just needed to let me into the auditorium. It wasn't meant to be doing my dailies. Oh, I'll have to make this quick.
Energy consumption increasing.
I finally got this.
The fan meeting merch made it on time. Thank goodness.
What? Oh, just a habit of mine. Waving, chatting, going to class. It makes me feel like I'm still alive. If I stop, I might forget what it felt like.
Lead Snowfluff.
Yep, that's me. But don't say my alias.
So you weren't just a synchronist. You had a whole other...
Just one of my many hobbies. I was into photography, gaming, movie nights with friends. Figured you only get to be a student for a few years. And I wasn't the ambitious researcher type. I wanted to soak it all up while I could. Our next stop is the Starward
Raceway. I need to get out.
When I was a kid, I once hid in the Starward Riseway and made it to the Frostlands all by myself.
Bold even as a child.
I need to do my daily. This place will do. I'll have to continue with her story later. I got lots of ideas.
Command mode engaged. Initiating criticality protocol. Leave it to me. Attack confirmed.
Tear them to pieces. Time to wrap it up.
Conquest begins now.
Now I just gotta do that 2 or 3 more times. 1 or 2 more times.
In one strike. All glory. Receptimon. Here it ends now. Honor cannot be sullied. Activating cap stars. Hear my queries. Structural override initiated. Command mode engaged. Attack confirmed.
Tear them to pieces. Snap strength, the stage is yours. My field of expertise.
Roars of conquest.
They were pretty weak. I didn't even need an ult. Just the daily's done. So she's someone that's completely merged with the mech. Jesus. That's pretty cool, I guess. Oh, well, we got like 10 more minutes. We can do one more scene, I guess.
Energy consumption.
Ugh, hope we don't run into bad weather again.
Everyone confirm you've got everything.
Relax. Packed more than enough supplies for this flight.
Whoa, there's a cutscene. Is this train taking us somewhere? We're going up.
You got your thermal jacket on? Be extra careful.
Whoa, it's all icy. I guess it makes sense if it's north, away from the sun. Yeah, it's a new area. The Royal Frostland encountered with the Academy Dr. Luke Herson has joined you for part of the journey. Reveals that before Lament, the Frostlands were a lush forest. The calamity that triggered the magnetic pole shift comes from another event like the This place is fucking cold.
Cold?
I'm fine. What about you?
Between you and me, ghosts can't feel the cold.
She's a ghost.
The snow. It's so beautiful.
It is, isn't it?
What a coincidence to run into you here. This is a pleasant surprise.
Oh, it's Dr. Luke. When he's around, just pretend I'm not here. Otherwise, you look like a weirdo talking to thin air. You should hide too, okay? This is our secret journey.
You know him?
He's the school doctor. All the students know him. I didn't super well, but I do know that he's been in Lehigh Roy for a long time.
You came to the Frostlands for the Exostrider? I'm headed the same way. I've got to check in on some researchers stationed out here on long-term fieldwork. Having a guide might make the trip a little easier. What do you say? Let me help you modify your bike. There are quite a few waterways, and its current setup might not handle them well.
You know how to modify bikes.
You pick up a few things when you come here as often as I do.
Oh, I used to love riding. My friends even called me the Speed Queen. Though that was usually while they were white-knuckling the seat and screaming.
Look at this place. Hard to believe it, but years ago, back then the Royal were nomads. The true natives of Lehigh Roy, who walked in step with nature itself.
Was it the lament that changed it into Frostlands?
Yes. It triggered a magnetic pole shift. From then on, Lehigh Roy became the new pole. But lament wasn't the only cataclysm stirring back then. In the past, we had already reached the stars, but at some point, the etheric sea spread to cover all of Solar. From that moment on,
From that moment on, the universe locked its doors. We couldn't.
Countless spacecraft were lost. Our space exploration program, but times have changed. Since its founding, the goal of Star Torch Academy has been to use the Exostrider to explore space, whether through the Etheric Sea or the Strider Gate.
I understand the Etheric Sea part, but the Strider Gate?
You know Lahiroy's history? Both the Exostrider and the Threnodian first came to Solaris through the Strider Gate. The Academy has its theories, but here are two you might find interesting. The Strider Gate is a gateway to outer space, and Aleph 1 is a Threnodian alien to Solaris. With a gateway like that, of course we want to open it. But to pass through, we must awaken the Exostrider and be prepared to face Aleph 1 head-on. I've long believed that Aleph 1 poses a far greater threat beyond void storms and void worms. With other Threnodians, we can at least glean clues of their nature from their places of origin and the civilizations they emerge from. But Aleph, so many dream of being the voyager who returns from the stars, the first to walk the cosmos once more. The Etheric Sea phenomenon cast us into isolation, but it also gave birth to all our dreams of what could lie beyond. And those dreams are still alive today.
The snow is piled up so. Dr. Herson?
Just call me Luke. It has a nicer ring to it, no?
Then, Luke, you asked about my feelings in the Academy. What about yours? How long have you been here?
About 20 years. I was a traveler before that, seeing what Solaris had to offer. But then a friend asked me to come to Lahiroy.
You see that? Ancient life forms, frozen right into the ice walls. Millennia frozen in a single moment, preserved so perfectly you could almost see what they used to be. To be stuck like this forever, kind of miserable, don't you think?
Must be around here.
Someone's ahead. That voice. I remember hearing.
One of the students? This will be the last cutscene, and then I'll have to go off. Yeah, it was her. She's one of the students from the class.
You were the one who was talking to yourself in class.
Whoopsies!
Oh, and Dr. Herson. You are traveling together? Did the Academy greenlight a new field trip?
Just my routine checks on the field researchers. Rover here has their own business to attend to, but we're headed the same way. What about you, Miss Navora? Chasing more fallen debris?
Yes, exactly. I heard the Frostlands have been experiencing changes since Helios was launched. I had a hypothesis that new debris fields might have been exposed.
Debris?
Space equipment that fell from the sky long ago. Probes, satellites, and even space stations. Some previous digs unearthed wreckage containing records lost during the lament. Oh, and images. Photos taken in orbit of other planets. They were absolutely breathtakingly beautiful. Oh, sorry. Thank you. Sometimes I'll just start info dumping. The universe. What secrets is it hiding behind all those infinite stars? I'm free. Anyway, in short, the data on the instrument shows there's a high chance that close by. Huh?
Well, we're fucking closed in.
Run!
Quick, on a bike. Yeah. Only sensible option, hop on a bike. Mount Gajala. We escaped.
I knew it! There had to have been undiscovered. It must have been sealed in the ice wall.
Luke, Navora.
Oh, I'm good. Perks of being a ghost, you know?
I'm so sorry.
The collapse was an accident. We're all but the way we came in is...
Scaling that ice wall? It's too high. I've contacted the Academy. They're sending a rescue team. Once Navora...
Oh. Hey, little guy here says our next stop is deep.
What about waiting inside the station? It's freezing out here, and another collapse is possible.
I agree. I want to see what's inside too.
With Rover on the team, a quick recon should be manageable. Up to you.
Hey, question. Before you came to Lahai Roy, did you do this kind of thing a lot?
What do you mean?
Like traveling with a crew, seeing the sights, stumbling into trouble, then going your separate ways. Like a classic road trip movie, you know?
Yeah. Pretty much.
Nice. I happen to love those. Looks like this time I get a co-starring role. Amazing. Let's keep going, study buddy.
There's a collapsed entry point over there, but it's blocked.
The Exostrider sleeps in these frostlands. Oh, taking this opportunity. Let's move to an area with a stronger...
If it lets me. I'm just collecting these chests. Or feathers, I don't know what the fuck to call them. Anyway, I'm going to end the stream there. I will stream next time I get the chance. Otherwise, good night. Oyasumi nasai and... Wait. Okay, good. I thought my microphone hadn't been working then. Has the audio not been working? Has the game audio input capture?
Whirl and Wuther!
I actually don't know if it's at full volume. Hold on, let me fix it. Oh, my audio is really low. It's because I fucking mixed them up. 1 second. My audio's. I'm probably a lot louder now. I accidentally fucking mixed up my audio. I swapped it with the in-game audio. There you go. They probably both sound pretty good now. Let me test it. Oh well. Whoops. I bet the game sounded either I sounded and the game sounded really low, or the game sounded high and I sounded low. Well, rip. Oh, in the stream there. Fuck. Oh well.